Good morning and welcome to Taste and Tales with me and Nixxi. A big shout out to Susan and her team for always giving us some ecstatic energy for the start of Artistic Thursday. Right about now, we're here at the Hub Current. We are on the third day of the Barista Championship. I'm going to usher you in, show you around, just the best coffees in Kenya. And the biggest part is there's going to be prizes to be won because it's a competition. Join me.
You ready? Then I'm ready. Hey, hello judges. Welcome to Jen's Cafe. Where as a barista and a roaster, this is where I meet my customers. Having met the farmers at the farm level and the factory processes. An awesome cup of coffee with unique characteristics and processes. My coffee grows in altitudes of 1,650 meters above the sea level, receiving an annual rainfall of 1,000 millimeters. It grows in rich volcanic red loam soil, together with the bananas and the mangoes that contribute to the characteristics of my coffee. It was well unpicked for the uniformity attributes. And later on, I blended it in the ratio of 50-50, then I drum roasted it into a roast of medium to espresso roast in the temperatures of in between 180 degrees Celsius to 200 degrees Celsius. I'll be using 20 grams in and 30 grams out. But before I pour my shots of espresso, kindly allow me to introduce my signature beverage. The name of my signature beverage is Berry Coffee. This coffee is from Machakos County, Tangundo Hills to be precise. Flavors will be berry nuts, blackberry, orange like citrusy, sweet chocolate, and a honey cocoa finish. Please enjoy. I'll be back with the milk beverages. Go, Jeremy! I'll be back with my next set.
How was the competition for you?
It was good. I'm not that much tense. I feel like I've done what I was supposed to do. Yeah. Time check, please.
You have exactly 6 minutes.
Thank you.
How has the journey been? How long ago did you start? And how long have you been a barista for?
I started training as a barista like in 2018. So let's say 1 year something to be a barista. It has been a good experience, though you need hard work to be able to achieve all this.
So guys, I'm here with one of the finalists. Her name is Jennifer, and oh my god, she did such a good job. As you've seen, she's going to tell us a little bit about her journey and what she feels about going to Australia. It's been like 1 year and you're already a finalist into such a big competition. Honestly, give us a word of motivation.
One thing I could say, if you have passion for something, then go for it. Myself, I had passion in the hotel, everything to do with the hotels. So, but when I came to the hotels and realized that there's something like coffee, of course, ourselves would grow coffee at home. I wanted to promote people from our community. So I decided I need to go to the coffee industry and learn a lot about the coffee.
So guys, we're going to go to Dormans, the official and main sponsors of the barista competition, and I'll be talking to the guy in charge of the sales and marketing department. You know what? Dormans is not a new name to many Kenyans. How would you say, especially since you're in charge of sales and marketing, what would you say has made you stand out from other coffee brands in the country?
Ideally is because we involve the community in everything we do, from the farmer right in the farms when they're growing the coffee, to the youth who are making the coffee, and the population that's enjoying the coffee, because we are present throughout the supply chain, from the tree to the cup. That is why we're able to see Dormans everywhere. Yeah. And
what do you think is the future of Dormans?
Future is great. Future is great because right now, even in Kenya, as you see, people are already embracing the coffee culture. So the future is great. We're looking forward to it.
Okay, can I sample one of your coffees?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Oh my god, it smells so good. This is nice. I like it. I'm obsessed. My new addiction. Okay guys, so I'm right here with the champion of the Kenya National Barista Championship last year, and he's going to give us a little background on how the competition was last year and how different it is from this year's competition. Thank you so much, Hilary, for being with us.
Very much welcome. It was a tough one, a good one. Being my very first time competing, I think I competed only 2 weeks after joining coffee. Wow. I was only 2 weeks old in the coffee industry, so yeah, it was very tough for me.
Okay, but I mean, you still won 2 weeks in it and then you become a champion. How is that?
It's a great feeling. It's good, but it takes a lot of effort, a lot of sleepless nights, you put in a lot of hours in training and all that, a lot of investment as well. You have to look for good coffee, you have to look for good equipment, so I had to go around farms searching for good coffee, for a good roaster, good support, a good trainer as well. I trained with Nairobi School of Coffee. My trainer Edward, he's around here somewhere, he's a short guy just running around here. I was lucky enough to come in number 35 in the world, so yeah.
That's amazing. Oh my god. So what really happens there though? Like after the world competition, normally what's the end of it all? Like is it just a competition, then we have somebody getting a jet maybe? I don't know. Like what's the end goal of all this?
The main aim of this competition is to get ambassadors. Like currently I'm the Kenyan coffee ambassador, yeah? So when you win this competition, you become a world ambassador for coffee. So anything that happens around the world concerning coffee, you're called. You have an air ticket, you have accommodation, so you basically have everything to do with coffee, yeah? You just go there spreading the gospel of coffee.
I want to talk about your background when it comes to hospitality and you winding down all the way to being a barista, but at the same time, I want to know, so what's the future for you? You've made such big strides within such a short period of time, so what's next for Hilary?
I'd like to shock you, yeah? I am an aeronautical engineer by profession.
Bruh. I didn't see that coming.
I know. So I'm an aeronautical engineer, and I'm also studying to become a pilot. And I'm a bartender. Basically nothing to do with coffee. Cocktails, alcohol, that was my thing. But a coffee machine behind my bar, why not? Let me try out. See? So that was what made me come for this competition, and it paid out. The future for Hilary in coffee is handing over the title this year to someone, to caress it for a year or so, then coming back for it.
Oh, really? Oh my god, so we have a pilot at the same time in your cabin. What's that place called?
The cabin.
It's the cabin, yeah. So when you're there, you're making your own coffee for, I'm guessing, your passengers?
Basically, that's one thing that I'm aiming to do. That's one of the future, yeah. Making sure that our Kenyan coffees, being a Kenyan ambassador, our Kenyan coffees are served in the aircrafts. And not just any coffee, yeah. Pretty much good coffee.
Guys, so now we're at the next stand right here at Golden Ratio. If you don't know what the company is about, you're about to find out. Hi, how are you?
Hi,
thank you so much for having us. My name is Nixxi.
My name is John Muli.
You're the project manager of Golden Ratio. First of all, how did you come up with the name Golden Ratio?
Wow. Golden Ratio is one of the unique names and talks about in coffee brewing, there are things we call the chemistry and the brewing techniques. One of the name is in arithmetical systems, which combines all this together. Yeah.
I feel like I've just gone back to high school and I'm doing ratios, and I cannot even mention one, to be honest. But what is the golden ratio in coffee?
Golden Ratio is a Kenyan brand company and Elite Exim Limited. So Golden Ratio is our brand. We basically do coffee roastings for local and international markets. And also we do more of hospitality industry also. We are doing both green coffee and the roasted. Also we are members of Kenyan Coffee. We work closely with the farmers. We support the farmers. We have our own farms, especially in Meru and Ukambani, and we source from all counties of Kenya.
Okay, just to mention but a few, what types of coffee do you have? Golden, medium, golden? I've had so many types of coffees today, and also where can we find them?
All right. We have our own unique profiles. As you know, in coffee profiles, there is a wide range of it. But for us, we do three. There's a light roast, medium roast, and a medium to espresso. But we don't leave the customers to give us their reference. So if you come with your reference, we talk about it, we discuss. But if you are more than the required standards, we advise you, because we don't want to spoil the Kenyan taste profile.
Amazing, I love that. So where can we find them?
You can find this coffee in a retail market. You can walk to our stores, that is a Golden Ratio. You can buy a packet. You can call us. We are on Jumia also. We are on internet. You can call us and deliver where you are.
Quite accessible. Could we have a taste of one of your coffees?
Why not?
Thank you. So this is?
This is a Baju brewer. We call it in the brewing technology. And as I mentioned before, is a blend of two processings, washed process and the natural process. The taste is amazing.
Is it a bajubor?
Is it?
What did you call it? A bajubor?
Natural process.
We'll go with natural process. So I'm going to sample this coffee and let you know if Golden Ratio is the real deal. Okay. You are right. I feel energized. I'm elevated. It's amazing. Yes. Yes.
My name is Martin, and I'll be taking you through my journey as a barista, a coffee buyer, and a consumer as well.
You spoke a lot about the Mount Kenya region, Kirinyaga, and that's where your research was based. What other ways do you prepare for such a competition?
Well, you have to train. It's mostly like day and night, because you're training at the day, at the night you're thinking. Yes, so it takes a lot of time. Like I have to leave work early, I get home late, I sleep for 3 hours. Just like memorizing your speech, thinking about how you're going to merge your ingredients with your coffee, because they have to go hand in hand. You can't say your coffee has like blueberry but it tastes like strawberry, so you have to do a lot of research to be able to hack that.
Judges, remember, coffee, just like love, does not guarantee a happy ending, but that does not make it any less true. It was nice having you guys here. Thank you.
Okay, and we're here now with Maslin. She's one of the finalists for the competition, and she's just done her speech. That was a whole speech, first of all. How much research do you have to do before you get to this competition?
A lot of research.
Speak to us a little bit about your background in being a barista.
Well, I work at the Hilton as a waitress, but I also, like a few years back, I had competed, same position as a waitress, but I competed for a barista, and it really inspired me, and it's a path that I really want to pursue. Yeah, so that's why, like, when this opportunity came my way, I just thought to myself, okay, let me grab it, because it will definitely channel me to where I want to be.
And where is that you want to be?
A coffee shop owner.
That's amazing.
That my small business, a coffee shop, yeah, that would be so satisfying.
Okay, so in case you go to Australia at this rate, yeah, are you going to have that coffee shop there, or are you going to come back to motherland?
No, I have to have it here. Yeah,
Okay.
I can have like branches there, but like the mother of it all has to be here.
Oh my God, we are rooting for you from KTN Life and Style.
And Martin, your timekeeper will be Jesse. Take it up.
Having been a winner 3 times already, why are you here again?
I compete for fun, actually, yes. And also in the world, I was the first African to be in the semi-finalist for my last competition. And so I'm looking forward at least to raise the bar for Kenya and Africa at large.
Okay.
Specialty barista, I feel like I have a huge responsibility as it lies in my hands the final step of representing the hard work and constant pursuit for coffee excellence on all the food chain. Please enjoy.
What I love the most about your performance is when you were asked about the infusion of coffee and you started mentioning things like carbon dioxide. I was like, oh, okay, so please talk to us a little bit about that and your background in general. Like, you had to go to school for this.
No. Actually, I got into coffee by chance. Just after my high school, I needed a rose at home, and I had to look for something to do. So I bumped into Art Cafe. They gave me an opportunity to learn and train me from zero. It was my first time to see an espresso machine, also to taste real coffee. And from that, my passion just grew daily. And I've been working with them since then. It's been
For how many years now?
getting to the 8th. Yeah. And I really enjoy it. In this cup, please expect medium to very high sweetness. It has a medium acidity and a really low bitterness. The tactile balance is a medium heavyweight, really smooth silky texture and a clean finish. I've represented the country outside for 3 times actually. I've competed in these competitions for 4 times. First time I was second.
Wait, for this same competition?
Yeah, but in 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. So 2014 I was number 2. And then 2015, 2016, 2017 I was the winner.
Let's say you win the competition, you go to Australia, then what?
Then I'll try my best and then put Kenya on the map. And then I'll come back now, retire, train the upcoming baristas. They are really, really wonderful. They're doing an amazing job. It was really tough here today. And share all that I've been acquired, all that I acquired in my 8 years of working and experience with them.
Okay, so you know the funny thing is what you just said right now, the competition was tough. But every time I asked the other finalists, who is your biggest threat? They all said Martin. Who was your biggest threat? Yourself?
No, all of them, all of them. Yesterday was the most, I was so much nervous yesterday when they were announcing those who proceeded to the finals. But I believe that if you just do your best and then leave it to the judges to taste the coffee because it's a coffee competition. It's all about the cup, nothing much. Not how you talk, not how you present yourself, but it's more on the taste of the cup and the inspiration as to why you are trying to share that cup. Yes.
So now it's time to meet the masters behind the Kenya National Barista Competition. With me here is
Sheila Agida. Yeah, coffee. I work for Agriculture and Food Authority, Coffee Directorate, but in general, I'm also a committee member in Kenya Coffee Events. Yeah.
What was the idea behind the inception of the Kenya National Barista Championship?
There's so much. It's not just a Kenyan event. It's a world event. And it was really bringing out the creativity in coffee and boosting the barista profession, because it's a profession that's not really recognized. And one of the things is that it teaches people how to brew coffee, and it also brings out the barista skills. In a way, we are promoting our youth in general, and also just enjoying the coffee culture, because you realize that in Kenya we have the best coffee, but yet we don't drink it, which is a sad affair. So we are also trying to teach people how to brew and promote the local consumption of coffee. Yes.
Because again, we understand that a lot of the coffee that is grown here is normally exported to other countries outside the continent, rather. So, what is your organization trying to do when it comes to those countries out there that use the Kenya AA coffee or whatever brand Arabica coffee without giving you guys the royalties?
Actually, what we do, we attend events as a country. We are normally invited for exhibitions. So when we do that, we go with our growers, we go with our dealers, and then they go and market their coffee, then they get the buyers. So when you go to such an event, you go with your coffee, you give them an opportunity to sample their coffee, our coffee. Then now when they come, you are able to, as a dealer or as a farmer, you are able to get that. And through this platform of the Kenya Barista Championship competition, you find that some of the people that, the competitors, the coffee they use, they actually get market for that coffee. And that's why you see that even the county governments, they're really embracing this barista competition, because they know it's a boost to the farmer and the baristas in general. And that's why, and we are also talking about promoting the farmers. So when you get direct contact with the client abroad, they'll be able to link with the farmer, and the farmer will be able to benefit by the end of the day.
Oh, that's amazing. I really love that. From the judges panelists, we saw a lot of, well, not black people. Yes. So I'm guessing it's a whole community that's come together globally. Yes. Would you speak to us a little bit about the different judges from the different countries that we had today?
Okay, this competition is overseen by an international judge, a representative from World Coffee Events. It's an international body, a global body that deals with these competitions. We not only have the Kenya Barista Championship, we also have a Latte Art Championship, we have a Brewers Cup, we have Coffee in Good Spirits. All those are competitions. So it's normally run by a body called World Coffee Events. So for us to be able to conduct this competition, we had to get in touch with the World Coffee Events to send us a representative, because in Africa there's only one, and getting that particular one is normally a problem. So for you to conduct as a country, you need to be sanctioned by World Coffee Events, so that when you conduct the activity, they send you a representative to oversee the whole activity. And the reason why we engage judges from different countries is so that there is neutrality. You see that if we concentrate on only judges in Kenya, there's bound to be biasness. Yeah, because for instance, the baristas who are competing, they are probably from hotels, they are from coffee shops. So if we invite someone from your hotel, they'll definitely favor you. So we need that neutrality, and for there to be fairness in this competition. And that's why we engage judges from different countries, yes.
I love that. I love that. That's really beautiful. It sounds like it's a whole A-team behind this championship.
And for you to be a judge, you just can't come from somewhere and just be a judge. There's a criteria that we evaluate. Have you ever judged before? And we make sure that if a competitor, someone is competing, you cannot have a set of panels of a person who's they'll have conflict of interest. You see, so we have to incorporate. If you're from, for instance, if you're from Art Cafe, we can't engage a judge from any restaurant that is affiliated to Art Cafe. So we make sure that it's transparent, and we make sure that you're a qualified person. You have competed before. There's a form they fill, they submit. We do the shortlisting as a committee. Yes.
So the judges are also judged at some point.
Exactly. And then before you come and judge, there's normally a training before the competition. So you can't judge if you've not come for training. So when you come for training, you go through the rules, and then the whole criteria. It's like you are being taught on how to evaluate espressos, how to evaluate cappuccinos, everything. So by the time you're coming to judge, you really know what you're coming to do, and you are not biased at any point.
Okay, yes. I love that. Yes. And again, bringing our focus back to the competition. Yes. Okay, so we know the champion is definitely going to get a trip to Australia, and God knows what they're going to be doing there. Yes. Okay, we were told what they were going to be doing there from the finalists. Yes. But so what's going to happen to the other people? Let's say number 2, number 3, what's going to happen to them?
We normally give runners-up. There's normally a package for them. Like we have the champion will be going to Melbourne in Australia, but now the first runner-up will be able to attend. There's normally Africa Barista Championship, so we normally send the first runner-up to the African Championship to compete in that particular championship. Then the second runners-up, they get a package of gifts, maybe probably a spa or maybe a dinner. So those are the things that we look at. But then also, we also conduct training for baristas afterwards for them to be able to come and learn, so that we can be able to improve their skills and be able to compete in the next competition. Yes.
Speaking of the next competition, what should we be expecting?
I think now will be more, because this is our first time to do the regionals. Previously, it was only done in Nairobi, but now we had representatives from Nakuru and Mombasa and Nairobi.
Amazing.
Yes. So the next this year, this 18th edition, we'll be doing Nyeri, and luckily Central Region. Luckily, Kirinyaga County has volunteered to offer to sponsor the event. So we'll be going to Kirinyaga, and we'll be inviting from countries, neighboring counties, if they have baristas in hotels, because that's our tourist attraction region. So we'll be inviting them to come and compete. We'll do the regionals, then we select the top 3. Then now we also do the same for Nakuru region, which covers the Rift Valley region, to come and select also the 3, and then now Mombasa. Then now we make it really representative.
It's a really big step up from our government, I'd say, and also from your organization. What you're doing is really good for the youth, and I guess for the coffee farmers as well. And everybody, I mean, the whole Kenyan economy is going to benefit from this. Thank you so much for your time, Sheila. It's been such a pleasure being in this championship.
Thank you. And thank you for your time as well.
There you have it, the 17th Kenyan National Barista Competition, rather championship. Guys, remember to follow the conversation using the hashtag #TasteNTales, hashtag KTN Life and Style on Twitter, or you can also follow our pages on Instagram at KTN Home, KTN Life and Style, and on Twitter at KTN Home. Until next Thursday, I was your host, Nixxi.